Good evening. Afternoon, I should say. Please join in the singing of the national anthem performed by Caitlin Rodrigue, a senior music major with a concentration in vocal performance, accompanied on piano by Mr. Charles Effler. Please remain standing for a moment of reflection to be given by L'Oreal Williams, President of Southeastern's Student Government Association.
Please join me in a moment of reflection. Giver of life, grant these graduation candidates the satisfaction and joy that comes from the completion of a long and challenging process. Through great individual effort, each has made great sacrifices in order to see the dawning of this significant day. We recognize this attainment is not reached in isolation, but also depends on the contributions of dedicated faculty and staff, supportive families, and devoted spouses, friends, and peers. Following the example of those who assisted us, grant these graduates generous hearts and spirits to equal the knowledge they have gained. In this way, help us as leaders do our part to build a community of caring. Amen.
Please be seated. I'm President John Crane, and it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the spring exercises of the 96th commencement of Southeastern Louisiana University. As you know, we were originally scheduled to hold commencement in Strawberry Stadium, but moved the ceremony indoors due to the threat of inclement weather. As a result, multiple ceremonies are being held in several campus venues. Each ceremony is being videotaped and will be available for viewing on the Southeastern Channel and YouTube. While we always honor and congratulate all Southeastern graduates for reaching their goals, special congratulations are in order for our 2021 graduates. You rose to the challenge and accomplished your goal with determination and resolve. We thank you for allowing us the privilege of assisting you on your educational journey. I want to share a few interesting facts about the current graduating class. There are 1,156 graduates upon whom we will bestow degrees. There are 434 men and 722 women who will receive 15 different degrees. 8 members of the graduating class will receive 2 or more degrees. There are 52 international graduates from 22 countries, and there are graduates from 21 of our 50 United States. Our youngest member of the graduating class is Johnny Bob Ross III, who is 20 years old and will receive a Bachelor of Science degree in finance. Our graduates recognize that reaching their educational achievements would not be possible without our outstanding faculty, and I'd like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to all faculty for their support and instruction. During my career, I've heard numerous commencement speeches, over 60 in fact. While we do not have a special invited guest to address you today, I do believe it is important to provide our graduates with a few words of wisdom and guidance on this most auspicious occasion. I reflected on the many commencement speeches I've heard and selected 5 brief themes that seem to truly resonate with our graduates. First, the degree which I will bestow upon you today certifies to the world that you have successfully completed a coherent course of study in a recognized academic discipline. You've mastered a body of knowledge that represents a powerful set of tools. As you go forward in life, what you build with these tools is up to you. Second, the necessity for you to continue to evolve and grow as a person means that you will have to continue to learn new things for the rest of your life. Successful completion of your degree means you have demonstrated the ability to learn. This ability to assimilate new information, to reason, to think critically, and to communicate effectively and persuasively will prove essential throughout life. Third, find and pursue your passion. If you're successful at that, you will truly be successful in life. Not just successful in the financial or economic sense, but successful in terms of achieving personal fulfillment. Fourth, almost nothing worth accomplishing is accomplished alone. You will not make much impact on the world unless you learn to work successfully with others. As Booker T. Washington once stated, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. And finally, one of the most powerful pieces of advice I can share is simply this: be kind to one another. Treat other people with respect and compassion. This basic principle has never been more important than it is right now. At this time, I would like to introduce the other administrative and academic leaders from the university who are joining me on the platform. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Tina L. Golding, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Paula Calderon, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. John Bulahanis, Professor of Criminal Justice and Director of Graduate Studies and Institutional Effectiveness. Dr. Colleen Klein-Ezell, Professor and Department Head of Teaching and Learning. Dr. Thomas Devaney, Professor and Department Head of Educational Leadership and Technology. And Dr. Teresa Vitter, Assistant Professor and IB Program Coordinator. Please join me in recognizing the members of the Platform Party.
Thank you, Dr. Crane. At this time, it is my privilege to present the candidates for degrees. President Crane, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified for degrees offered by Southeastern Louisiana University. The faculty have recommended that they be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments. The candidates for all degrees in the College of Education will please rise. I am pleased to present the candidates who have qualified for the degree of Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Master of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, Master of Education in Educational Leadership, and Master of Education in Special Education.
Upon completion of requirements and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Supervisors for the University of Louisiana system, I confer upon you the appropriate degrees according to the department in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to these degrees. Some of the candidates for degrees were unable to be present for this ceremony. Their names appear in the program, and I herewith confer upon them in absentia the degrees as indicated. Please be seated.
The candidates for the Doctor of Education degree will please come forward to the stage as directed by the marshals. Doctoral candidates accompanied by dissertation chair Dr. Kathleen Campbell are Kathy Core Gamble, Lizetta Marie Manuel. Melissa M. Meyer. Margaret Boyle Westmoreland. Doctoral candidates accompanied by dissertation methodologist Dr. Adam Elder are Donna Schexnayder Arnone. Susan M. Durston. Renisha Nicole Cherry Singleton. Doctoral candidates accompanied by dissertation methodologist Dr. Thomas Devaney are Lisa Easley Fuzel, Kara Tamara Washington Lawson, Kimberly Littles, doctoral candidates accompanied by dissertation chair Dr. Evan Mintz are Angela Panstraw-Bizu, Cleo Perry Jr., Joni James Walker, Brandon P. White, please join me in congratulating the graduates from Southeastern's Doctor of Education. The candidates for the Master of Education degree will please come to the stage as directed by the marshals.
Waco, Dustin Bickham. Stephanie Busher Carmona. Kristen Stretzinger, Charlie. Taylor B. Conway. Chandler Maury Due. Megan Elaine Grane Fazio. Nicole Peltier Ford. Kristen Gautreau France. Jessica Johnson Gardere. Cassandra Newstons Garrett. Sarah Harville. Melanie Dusals Hickman. Lauren Daly Emel. Anne Marie Lips. Say your maiden name. Shannon Doron Madden. Jill Yvonne Malloy. Addie Marie Melosson. Rondell Weber Robert.
Oh.
Mandy Delamore Ryan. Clarissa Alejandro Duron Sussin. Lauren Elizabeth Wagasback. Leanne Lynn Gabauer. Caitlin Lee Knight. Barbara Landry.
Please join me in congratulating all the graduates from the College of Education.
Congratulations again to all of our graduates. If you have not already done so, at this time I would like to invite you to turn your class ring with the school name facing outward, symbolizing your readiness to face the world as a proud Southeastern graduate. As the name implies, commencement marks a beginning, not an end. Your journey does not end today, and we hope that Southeastern will continue to be part of your journey. After you take the alumni pledge, you will join more than 78,000 others who are Southeastern alumni. On behalf of Patrick Brazen, president of the Southeastern Louisiana University Alumni Association, Dr. Colleen Klein-Ezel will administer the alumni oath.
It is my pleasure to welcome you as new graduates. You are now listed as alumni of this great institution, charged with aiding us to lift Southeastern to greater excellence in the future. Graduates, please rise and recite the alumni pledge after me. As an alumnus of Southeastern Louisiana University, I pledge my loyalty to my alma mater and promise to uphold its principles of integrity and service above self. Congratulations, you are now official members of the Southeastern Alumni Association.
Please rise for the singing of the Alma Mater, performed by students Caitlin Rodrigue, Madeline Taylor, and Mary Vince, and accompanied by Mr. Charles Effler. Following the Alma Mater, we ask that guests remain seated until all of the graduates have exited.